Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we've got the Game 2 here of the ALexjas2 Randomizer Challenge Cup 2023 Grand Finals between alexjas2 and Kaesden. I'm Star R2 Comps. They are Finch and Sliver. How are you two doing?
We're doing all right. It's a great day for some Randomizer, great day for some Ambrosia. How are you doing, Sliver?
I'm doing pretty good. Ambrosia, we've got a sword, as we can see on our screens, but the light and the dark world are going to be flipped, which will introduce some interesting options here.
Right. Interesting options definitely being the key word. We'll probably see some early bow game action so that we can do a little bit of fundraising. And we've got, I believe, a better chance about having an Aghanim required seed. But we will be getting underway momentarily. This is game 2 between Alex and Kaesden. Game 1 was about 2 weeks ago. Alex did win the open hard seed there by about 4.5 minutes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and then one of our runners went on holiday, so here we are 2 weeks later for game 2. It's been an exciting wait, and we're just about to see what happens here.
Yep. So this is your final chance to get into that prediction there in chat. We will be getting underway in just about 30 seconds. But make sure to give the runners a follow. They made it through the Challenge Cup, and this was a tough Challenge Cup too. And they just absolutely rocked it all the way to the finals. So some very excellent runners we've got here. Also, give a follow to Sliver. Lady Lauren Linda is tracking for us tonight, and yeah, good luck.
So there are a few options that you can do in inverted. Looks like these guys are both gonna probably pull a tree, or in this case, a statue.
Yep, and early bombs is actually great because that gives you Hype Cave right off the bat. You're still probably going to be farming and checking what that tree is. Try to get a couple more bombs, but certainly won't turn it down. And there's bow money, so you can take those 20 rupees and make even more money.
So bombs and a glove. So you mentioned that Aga is required in more of these seeds, most because of the sword start and just how Aga Tower works in inverted. That glove is just one more piece to get up there.
Yep. Meanwhile, though, and yeah, with 120 rupees, that's actually a really nice start, because now we can go ahead and do a lot of the early checks here. You can go ahead and check dig game. And we do have very synchronized routing between the two. Not a whole lot of divergence really needed here, though. And let's get a book.
All right, let's learn some stuff.
All right, literacy is good. And we are getting green pendant in Thieves Town, 5-6 crystal in Mire, and then Swamp and Ice Palace are the other pendants. So green pendant, Thieves Town, 5-6 crystal, Mire, and then pendant, Ice, and Swamp.
So Kaesden deciding to go for the arrow game first. I think the return on investment for dig game is a little better, but you always have the prospect of digging it up in 3 digs, and then you don't really want to sit there farming rupees, right?
Right. It's kind of nice to be able to farm up the rupees as you go. So Kaesden will have a slight monetary advantage going in here, but otherwise very well done. And we will see. And Alex has plenty of money for this kind of early section. We'll need a little bit more for pod, and just double checking there. Thieves Town is going to be an interesting spot because that is going to be total of 6 items. I'm sorry. But the big keys being shuffled up does mean that we will not be able to get to the back quite yet.
All right, just a piece of part there in C-shaped house, as Kaesden is just gonna follow here. Inverted has a good bit fewer initial sphere checks than a normal open mode would.
Unfortunately, Alex did waste a bomb there. Oh, and there's the boots.
Hey.
And there's a hammer.
Right. So those boots are buried because you not only need a cape in Ambrosia, you also need a mirror to get those.
Yep. So we'll see when we get those, and those are probably going to be required. They might not be. If we get the components for it, I think our racers will go ahead and pick those up just from the time savings. And
yeah, as soon as you get the cape and access to Bumper Cave, and a mirror, you're going and getting those boots. Just makes everything so much faster and better and safer.
And we are getting a little bit of divergence here. I mean, Thieves Town versus Skullwood, so both being in the same ballpark. And there's the Moon Pearl over in Skullwoods.
Hey, well, that's 2 pieces of our Light World access, and we already know where the hammer is, so that's going to be Light World access for Kaesden.
Yep. And have 10 bombs, so you don't even have to buy bombs. Now just waiting for the Wallmaster there. Probably would have been a little bit quicker to just take the Death Warp there.
Yeah, Mummy to the face would have been just a slight bit faster, but
either way,
we're in the first 5 minutes. We're not really worried about optimizing too much at this point.
Right. We are not doing Link to the Past Nuzlocke. We don't have to restart if we take a death, which is good because Alex just took a Death Warp.
Yep, that was 100% on purpose to get to the front of the dungeon.
And unfortunately, Alex is going the wrong way from that Moon Pearl. Otherwise, does have all the pieces. And this is good. Okay, so this is going to be bow game. So this is Kaesden had done this before. So this is actually going to be a good time save for Kaesden at the end of it.
I wonder if Alex is trying to take that hammer over to Pod and he's farming money for that. He did only have 90.
That's an excellent point, and we will be able to see pretty quickly how quickly we're locked out. We will need a bow, and also Pyramid Ledge is available. Good point. Good points being brought up at chat.
I mean, I don't want to say the C word this quick, but that is also available. Yeah, you're not supposed to say the word.
Kendall,
I don't know why everybody doesn't like the catfish check. He's just a goofy little guy that's hanging out and has random throwing stuff into his little ring of stones.
Uncle Catfish will give you something for free. I mean, Zora doesn't even do that.
Right? You have to pay for that.
Right, And there it is. There's a bottle. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up that bottle. It looks like a fairy, too. So,
yeah, but if you're looking to go into Pod and you don't have a mirror, you really don't necessarily want that fairy hanging around. So you're gonna have to Death Warp a good bit.
All right, but here we go. We are seeing the catfish play.
We are believing in catfish. Love it.
And there's still plenty of opportunity from here to go ahead and go into Pod. Yeah, this is one of the more challenging aspects of Ambrosia. A lot of things in the overworld here do 2 hearts damage.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone to Dark Chapel and just run down straight into a Snapdragon and have to do it all over again.
At least it's quick. And at least in the yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and see. We do know that it is 3 crystals in the light world. The only question is which one is the 5-6. Oh, and this is good heads up play here by Kaesden. This is going to be a ped check. And with the ped layout, ped could have something for us today.
And the ped has been killed.
Rest in peace at the 8 minute and some change. Well, I guess unless you were like on a quest for 20 hearts.
Or unless you're doing the I guess future ladder mode because it couldn't make it in this season.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, there will be
a 216 key sanity.
That one will be wild when that gets around. But meanwhile, we are getting on Alex's side. We are getting a pod play here, and there's not to say we could find a bow here in pod. That is possible. It's not probable, but if you find a bow here, then you're feeling pretty good. You can clear it out of logic. You'd love to also find a fire source in here for it to feel really good. Meanwhile,
since this is big key shuffle, I don't believe we have a big key to pod.
Correct. We have not found any big keys yet. Alex almost
seeing that Bowlock pod, he says no thank you.
Oh, but there is the big key.
A big key on Lumberjack Ledge. Now, that's not necessarily required. It could be big key to Thieves, big key to Ice, Skull, Era.
Right, but that is definitely going to be... It's going to be something on your mind. And yeah, could have used the fairy for the camera unlock trick there.
Yeah,
and
I think he's just... I think his thought process right now is just, pod's out of logic, and it looks like we're going up the mountain, which is also out of logic.
Meanwhile, we are getting Graveyard Ledge over on Kaesden's side. 2 very different routes for our runners. And just $20.
Yeah, it's amazing what can happen when one player believes in Skullwoods and the other one doesn't seem to. I agree with Chad. Like following the logic of the seed and knowing that you're probably going to go up that mountain sooner rather than later in Ambrosia, it's a fair assumption to think that your logic is just lamp to get you up here.
Speaking of, though, there was one of the big keys that doesn't matter for us. Probably not matter. Skull Woods. Over on Kaesden's side. Oh, no!
Oh, no! He's just talking to the Puff Man.
Oh my goodness!
At least that text box is a bit shorter with the new font.
It is. It is.
Okay, it looked like 4 and 7 were Eastern and Hera, so I guess Desert is our last red crystal.
Yep. Yeah, that was a bit shorter of a text box than I remember, and 50 rupees for your trouble. That's not too bad, and that will help Alex out. Cost-wise, had been a little bit short on rupees for, but it's also used rupees a lot more.
Yeah, but now he gets to answer this question, which is, do you trust the Lionel lottery?
And keeping in mind, Alex does also still have a fairy in a bottle. But the answer is yes. And those are flippers over on Kaesden's side. We are going to... Actually, flippers are not technically required. Probably.
No, we hope they aren't anyway.
Right.
Or if they are, just something on the hobo or something.
Right. And confirming that is desert is our 5/6 crystal.
Alex taking a wide berth around the ball this time.
All right, and this is one of the trickier walks here. Take the 2 hearts damage.
Yeah, you have a fairy in a bottle and might as well just face tank. Phase
Right.
through them with iframes.
Oh, that's some heads up play.
Oh, a nice gold bee there.
Right,
And
for the
the
Titan
mitts. Nice. Okay, well, looks like that moon pearl is what the game wanted you to find. And oh, there's the lamp.
Yep, there's a lamp.
Which does mean the flute is our mountain access.
And that is good for Alex because Alex now knows I definitely shouldn't be here. And now that's probably going to be an incentive to go towards Skull Woods. Right there. And there's another bottle.
We're gonna hit bottle percent here pretty soon. I think we've seen 3 of those so far. Or is that the second one?
We have seen 3 bottles. And all different bottles. All right, good. Alex did avoid. You still don't want to take a death in the overworld here. It's less costly than in than a regular seed.
Just getting a very, very quick spy of that library ledge, and seeing that it is nothing, we will go on our merry way.
I do like this. This is a blind check of, and there's that moon pearl for Alex. And let's see what's on race game. We'll pick that up.
Yeah, why not? Probably just going to continue this all the way to South Shore, I would say. So, and the flippers put Sora and Logic, so why not?
Right, and this will allow you to, this will kind of allow you to do a whole bunch here. Alex, though, getting that moon pearl, and Kaesden remembering to check K45. Some of the changes with inverted seeds. There are a couple places that have been flattened, like K45, which otherwise you would normally have to mirror from the dark world to light world. That's been flipped on its head, so it's just flattened.
Now, how do you think they do that? Just every time someone rolls an Ambrosia seed, they have to bring out the steamrollers and backhoes and stuff, or?
Right. There's a whole construction crew. That's where all the Gorons are in this game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that they're kind of behind the scenes, making sure that like everything is restored, putting back the pots that are broken, and then magically get restored when you leave. All right, and that is about. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to remark how amazing it is how these things work behind the scenes.
Right. And that is Alex also checking the pedestal. And that is about an 8-minute difference between the two, between checking that specific check. We did find the Meyer big key as well that had been flooded.
Well, we also found a Swamp Palace big key, which is not looking good for that big key on Lumberjack, which actually. And like this is getting closer to being required.
Although, if we can do Castle Tower, having a good number of sword upgrades, really sword upgrades would be the best thing. And there's ice.
Big key to Ice Palace. And there's our flute for mountain access. Flute is not as useful in inverted as in a normal open seed. It's kind of out of the way to activate that, especially since Cactus is already fully cleared. You don't really want to go back there for anything.
Right, and Thieves Town being a green pendant, you really don't want to have to go back there even in the Dark World. And we've got a really interesting item loadout here. We still need one to two medallions. We still need Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Canis Samaria, Bow, Hookshot, probably boots.
Knowing where the boots are in this, I am looking desperately for a mirror right now. I'm just hoping the cape pops up somewhere and it's not just chilling in GT.
Yeah, that would feel good. And just 10 arrows there on like Highlight Island.
I think we're gonna go visit the man under the bridge, take a nice leisurely swim. Looks like a pretty nice day for a swim in Hyrule today.
I'll tell you, nice still waters, very, very calm, beautiful temperature. It is sunny and 70 in Hyrule. And there's a heart container. That is one of the things about Inversia and Inverted Seeds. It does give you a lot of availability. It gives you a lot of availability for hearts in the light world. It just takes forever to get to that point, it feels like. We were on 3 hearts for a long time.
Yeah, Inverted can really tuck the Moon Pearl into some weird spots, so... Sometimes it is 30-40 minutes till you touch the light world. Luckily, not this time, though.
Yeah, with 600 plus rupees, we are going to go ahead and see King Zora. This route has been working out very nicely for Kaesden. Alex, though, is in the light world and doing things and making the checks. And there hasn't been a whole lot aside from that. The main item advantage that Alex does have is that lamp. Because that is going to be dark rooms. That's going to be fire source, like for Hera, if Hera becomes logically available.
Alright, let's see. Looks like maybe a flute activation. Yeah, but without a mirror, that makes it a little bit awkward.
A little bit, but there's not a whole lot. You do have desert area, and you do have Dark Death Mountain. Those are going to be your two main places that you're going to be going for Kaesden at this point. Very nice, quick mini Helma or mini Moldorm.
Yep, Alex just picking up all the stuff that Kaesden picked up a few minutes ago, and we'll probably be following him at least to activate the flute. Oh, he's going to cuss up those flipper checks. Interesting.
Right. Now, the flipper checks weren't a whole lot. That's the good news.
I believe we found a minor big key.
Oh no, you're right.
That was in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah. We are going to see what this medallion, though, is after chasing away that Murderdactyl. That Murderdactyl is a jerk, and that is Quake.
All right, so Quake to get in there. You weren't really hoping to be able to get in there in the first place, so not that they have any medallions, but you kind of want to just keep this on the back burner for a while.
Right, and you still have many reasons to not do this. Really, the main advantage of Mire, it's only 2 items, but the biggest thing is it does. A lot of the enemies do go down to Fighter Sword very easily. I think that's the sole advantage of doing this, of doing Mire.
There's also, like, Mire Shed is also fairly quick to get to, so... That flute puts it in logic, and you don't really want to wait for a mirror unless you absolutely have to.
Now, let's see if we need those boots logically, for at least for this section. To answer a question in chat, Kaesden does not have the lamp yet. That lamp is in Super Bunny Cave.
Okay, well, Desert is not boot locked, but unless we find a fire rod here on right side, Kaesden's gonna have to come back. I guess he doesn't. I guess neither runner has the big key either. So
correct. Yeah, so we are still missing a couple pieces, but hey,
and there's our Quake medallion. Well, at least we can't get it.
Right, there's still a couple, like, phew, this isn't required yet. Just because of just a small little gap that we can't quite bomb across, and we need the hook shot or boots. We know where the boots are. But for that we need the cape and we need the mirror.
And another one of those bulldozed areas here is Checkerboard Cave. Most of the caves that you normally need to use the mirror for, that are technically in the light world but are only accessible with the mirror, are going to be your bulldozed or laddered locations. As we find a bow, which is interesting. It gives us the rest of Pod, minus Big Key and Boss.
Right, yeah, Pod's available. Eastern is in play, depending on where the Eastern Big Key is. And the skips, and Alex has skipped a couple checks, but that's been good enough to play a little bit of catch up here. Now, Alex is leaving things behind checks-wise, like did skip out on like Ice Rod Cave and all that. Been a little bit less thorough. That's going to play an advantage though if he never goes back to those spots.
He's in with some situational awareness, seeing he was out of bombs. So we'll just go ahead and picking some up quick.
All right, there's that bow for Alex as well. And meanwhile, Kaesden is doing, technically, this is out of logic. We know where the lamp is, and frankly, you know, you'd probably do this over knowing to go to Super Bunny Cave, grabbing the lamp, fluting back over to here.
Yeah, I also thought that he might run up a catfish and after the flute too and buying bombs, but I guess it never really gets any slower. Maybe that's something you just wait on the boots for.
Now this is Alex's second time up the mountain. Kaesden will go ahead and clear out some of the light world checks, but there's still not a whole lot available.
Now, I'm not 100% sure what Alex is looking to check here. Oh, he's going to East FM. So there's the mitts.
Yep, mitts and hammer. And for Turtle Rock, we need Ether Medallion. So we do need 2 different medallions today.
They're flipped from the vanilla medallions.
Right? And getting a shovel there on Floating Island. Yeah, got it. Just go ahead and pick it up. It's actually, that's a pretty rough one to go back and check at this point. We are getting some new checks here. We got Paradox Cave over on Alex's side. Gonna check out this duo of chests, and then the Paradox 5. And maybe that'll be something.
Just trying to luck sack a fairy, no dice.
Hey, there's 2 swords.
2 swords right next to each other there in Paradox.
Oh, you love to see it.
Now, if only you could, like, dual wield, like, one in each hand. Just ditch that shield. That's good for anything.
I mean, especially, I mean, you already found, I mean, technically you're finding new swords anyway, so why not?
Do you think they leave the old one in the treasure chest for the next lucky adventurer, or do they just, like, keep it in their bag?
Take a sword, leave a sword?
Yeah.
Good heads up play here. And there's the mirror. Actually, that's a good spot for the mirror.
It's not bad.
Yeah, this has been a loaded mountain here. And Kaesden will also pick up that mirror. Does have to be a little cautious, but mimics won't have any problem with the mimics here. The only unfortunate thing is not having the upgraded sword yet. And yep, this is absolutely going to be a Hera play here for Alex. The only thing is we can't use hookshot to clip ourselves into doing a Hera pot.
Yeah, I think this is more for the tablet, because you have no big key, no hook shots. Can't really do very much in Hera. Might just check it anyway, because he's here, but
Yeah,
only 2 checks available.
Hey, it's a mirror. It's the other mirror.
Kaesden opting to mirror into Turtle Rock here.
I mean, you've got a couple options there. Oh, we got a big key.
Ooh, Stern, very nice.
All right, that was worth the price of admission right there. Yeah, Eastern is 100% completable, and have powder while you're at it.
Not sure what to think of that powder. I mean, it makes It makes doing Smith Chain a little make it pay out a little more, but on the other hand, you really don't want to be looking at Smith Chain ever, because it's very slow.
Also, that ether in Turtle Rock was hilarious.
Ah, so they locked the key inside of the dungeon.
I mean,
to call locksmith.
I mean, Link's been what, a train conductor, an engineer, a sailor, a blacksmith. Like, why not? You know, locksmith as well. Meanwhile, over on Alex's side, there's that cape.
Ooh.
There's
And
boots access.
that is an immediate save and quit to go get those boots.
Yep.
100% make that play every single time.
It's especially nice in Eastern. Ironically, the dungeon that you don't get the boots until after you complete it in the usual game. So let's see if Kaesden also makes the play into Hera, because honestly, big key to Eastern, that's going to be required, and also getting the mirror shield. Alex taking a little bit of a spill here. And to answer the question, chat, yes, this is Ambrosia, where it is Ambrosia, where you start off with, a sword, and the boss is guaranteed to have an item. But the Light World and Dark World are flipped, and there are flippers for Alex, so gonna be able to go fast. Yeah, just like that.
And having not checked this and having it in logic, he's gonna go up and see that big key. Well, you know, the boots do some sort of... Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry, Finch.
Ah, well. I always say, words are hard. Making all these boots checks though. Although, you know, do you put the boots over your flippers, or do you put the, I guess, flippers over the boots?
I've been told it's one on each foot.
Okay, so you're basically hopping from foot to foot.
Yeah, that's why he bounces up and down when he's running, because he's actually just hopping.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. 100% sense. So Kaesden does need to make his way over towards Sasarola's closet, because that's going to be the cape.
Having found that eastern big, he's probably looking at going there sooner rather than later, but might as well. I mean, laser bridge in logic because you have 3 shields, so might as well give it a quick peek.
A relatively empty one, but oh well.
Kaesden remembering he has the flute before saving and quitting. Alright, so now we will get a catfish check on Kaesden's side, which we already know is nothing because Alex checked it a while ago. As Alex makes his way into Eastern.
Yeah, I like this. I like this call. You can complete it. It's we are about getting close to 40 minutes, and we're gonna hit around 40 minutes by the time Alex finishes. We haven't completed a dungeon yet.
For question in chat, the logic expects you to have either an invincibility item or 3 shields to be able to do laser bridge. You can skip the lasers, but that's considered a glitch, and no glitches are ever required to complete Seed.
Yeah, and we did already have. Well, we know that we had access, and unfortunately, Kaesden will also go into here, and we'll also be able to complete out Eastern Palace. But this is where we're really going to see a time save between the boots and not boots.
Oh, the main branch doesn't require anything for laser bridge. All right.
Again, 3 items plus whatever the big key got replaced. So a total of 4 items in here. And we're going to have to do it all anyway.
Yeah, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times I've gotten to skip this Eastern.
There is all 3 medallions. That is also, we can now get into Ice Palace.
You have a big key, but with Ted being dead and Ice being a pendant, not sure. Also, Bombos is just slow.
It is like it would probably be the option I go. Do not do what I do. And it is better, like, at least you've got the possibility instead of if you start running out of checks and you happen to have the Cane of Samaria, then it's not too bad of a pendant dungeon with the Cane of Samaria. But yeah, if you're having to do like Ice Palace bomb jump or something, then that can especially feel bad when it turns out to just be like 3 20 rupee packs.
I know Kaesden speedruns NMG, so he's no stranger to Ice Palace bomb jump.
I mean, well, Alex has been flying through. Actually, both runners have been executing very well so far tonight. Yeah, getting the mushroom. Alex opting. And there's the ice rod. We're going to need that. And 41 minutes, 12 seconds. We are finally on the board.
Kaesden will also be have a crystal on the board in about a minute and change here. Unless something goes horribly wrong. Commentators have never cursed anybody, right?
Of course not.
Yeah.
That is explicitly what commentators are not known for. Meanwhile, we are getting a second dip into pod. Keeping in mind, we are still looking for the big key of pod. It could be sitting on Lumberjack Ledge.
Kaesden, finding that ghost door after ZGR. When you tink your sword and then transition, it keeps tinking until you release the button, which is a fun little thing.
There's that Ice Rod, and there is And that is about, what, a minute, 10 seconds? The difference between the two?
Yeah, this is far from over though. Like there's still a lot to check yet.
Oh, there is plenty. Yeah, we are still in the hunt for Fire Rod, Hookshot, Canis Samaria. Alex still hasn't gotten the Ether Medallion yet either, but I don't think that's actually necessarily required. And there's going to be the cape for Kaesden, so good news, you can take that and go ahead and grab your boots.
Meanwhile, we have found the second non-key here in the front of Pod, so Alex just continuing onward. It's just a compass, so there's still a bunch of stuff, bunch of goodies back here in Pod.
Oh, absolutely. And I believe we are going to be getting 2 small keys down here. Key logic is always fun in Pod. And yeah, at some point, someone will see who ends up going to Castle Tower first. We do get the red armor out of here, so pretty much say goodbye to death warping. But with the mirror, we're fine on that case anyway. That is everything else you can get in here. There's the boots for Kaesden.
Yep, and I think someone in chat pointed out that he's got a nice end to his route by turning in that mushroom if he so chooses to do. Those fetch quests have some diminishing returns the deeper you find them, so... yes, I believe he skipped Stalfos basement, but he knows it's a small key. So he can get it whenever. He can get it when he comes back.
Yeah, and he will need to. We are short 1 key right now. Meanwhile, Alex is going to go ahead and check out one of those fetch quest items with a shovel.
Ooh, and that's a big key to Pod. All right, I can go back, I guess.
Yeah, the well-deserved frustration slash, unfortunately. I mean, and you do Eastern and Hope Pod is something. I mean, the ordering makes absolute sense. Oh, and there's the hook shot.
All right, so he's got to make a liar out of me.
So there we go. So mushroom turning up big, shovel turning up big. Man, the tablets really haven't been pulling their weight.
Yeah, I blame myself for that. I had to say something.
And yeah, this is and a point being brought up by chat. Alex will have dipped Pod a total of 3 times. Double dipping feels bad. Triple dipping feels worse. It doesn't feel great. But yeah, with that hook shot, now Kaesden's got a couple more checks in here.
Yeah, Kaesden can also decide to get a little aggressive here, knowing that there are only a few big keys left and the majority of them are required. Could get a little aggressive and go for that big key on Lumberjack Ledge. Yes, Pod Big was on the dig spot.
that hook shot was in mushroom spot.
So we're gonna get some nice divergence here.
Actually, I gotta say they've been diverging pretty nicely between the two. We've had a couple moments where they were both doing the same thing, but it's been very. And yeah, at this point, I mean, you've got the hook shot, so you can go ahead and mostly do Hera. Not in logic. We still need a big key for that, but.
Kaesden just waiting a bit for that that arrow to not have height on it anymore, so it doesn't mess up his bomb jump. Right, I guess that's more of a clip than a jump.
And look at that. That was the big key of this dungeon. Yep, Kaesden's gonna go ahead and check out what this chest is. And, well, I don't know if Kaesden goes into the basement at this point.
I believe we've already found 2 items in here, so I think that we just need the 3rd one on the bombs.
Okay, yeah. If we already got 2 items before Moldorm, then never mind. We're good. Alex is gonna go ahead and turn in that mushroom though, so that's gonna be good.
I believe it was Big Key, Eastern, and Powder on the first 2 checks.
Yep. You're right. All right, and that is crystal number 2 for Kaesden, and taking the crystal lead.
See if Kaesden remembers that there aren't any items in here, or if he goes back for the basement. Okay, he does remember.
All right, and
we are taking that trip up Agate Tower.
I mean, at this point, this is definitely the best time to do it. You've got you're right here, and frankly, you're not on Fighter Sword anymore, so this is going to just zoom by. Very nice key dash there as well.
Now we're gonna open up the big chest after a hammering up here. It's only a double pixel perfect trick.
But it's a handy one. Well done. I mean, just 300 rupees, but if you're also buying potions, then hey, you'll find a use for it. And here's going to be the small key for Alex. And Alex is going to go ahead and complete pod.
Yeah, I'd have to say I love this MSU pack that Kaesden uses all the time. He did get these checks, but he had to go get a key out of Stalfos' basement, so might as well just go this way.
Right, for that one, that's just which way do you go? And we're getting Aghanim. It wasn't until earlier this year that I realized that Aghanim's crown there, I thought that was like Earthbound Pokey, like kind of how you can't see Pokey's eyes, you just see his mouth. I thought that was a crown and the gem there.
Huh. Can't say I've really ever looked at the Aghanim sprite too closely.
That's fair. All right, and not having sword beams and having tempered sword is definitely the nicest feeling. They're in the mini Hama room. And yeah, we're going to be getting Aghanim down, just six hits.
Boy, that is a healthy amount of blue balls there.
No kidding. It's been a while. It's been a long. It's been a good number of them. And there goes Aghanim.
Alright, now probably see. Oh yeah, Kaesden hasn't done escape yet, so might as well knock that out.
Yep. While you're here. Yeah, nothing really here to write home about, but it is a number of items. It is items. I can't remember if Alex checked, or I guess if we didn't get a small key, then I guess Dark Cross is just the small key.
Right, because we've already seen him back. I believe that may be the case.
Well, both racers have been absolutely putting on a show, and our tracker, Lady Larlinda, confirming that it is indeed a small key.
And Kaesden's wisely keeping track of items, and Zelda Cell is indeed the map. We did see that earlier. Kaesden keeping count of his items so he can save about a minute not killing that ball and chain guard.
It's just nice being able to dash through the Lionels at this point. Having the sword to be able to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't seen Spike Cave yet. Sorry, you were saying?
I was just giving Kaesden a please for the mirror bonk.
Oh. Yeah, please don't mirror bonk. All right, and Spike Cave is not really anything there.
All right, I'm excited to see what this lumberjack ledge check is.
I'm gonna call Desert Big Key.
I'm gonna say TR. Just because I have to be different.
You know, it could be. We will find out pretty much right now.
Meyer Big Key is already in hand. TR Big.
Hey, there you go.
Well, there's not very many that we haven't found between the two of us.
True.
One of us was bound to be right. And a Bombos tablet check here. Gives us the other invincibility item.
Yeah. We got the other cane. All right, so yeah, we are seeing Swamp Palace here over on Alex's side.
I mean, it is a pendant, which is whatever, but it is fully clearable with that big key, so might as well just get your items and get out of there. Well, it looks like Kaesden might be doing Smith Chain.
This is indeed Smith Chain. And it is a whole bunch of items here in Swamp Palace as well, to be fair. Now, one of the nice things about Ambrosia kind of seeds, including Invrosia, the boss is guaranteed to have an item. Bad news, the boss has an item. All right, and the Dwarven Breadsmiths. See what they've got for Kaesden, just 20 rupees. So, and it costs 10 rupees to be able to do that. So it's not a great return on investment.
I mean, you're literally breaking the laws of physics and of space-time for a measly $20. And ooh, a big key of thieves. Not necessarily something that we want to see, but definitely something to keep in mind.
Well, and I'm thinking back to Thieves Town, and full disclosure, it's been a while. I don't think we saw too many items in the front, though.
I don't remember that far back. It was only an hour ago.
It was an hour ago.
That's that goldfish brain. Although, I guess since my name is secretly a sliver, it should be like insect brain, maybe?
I'm just bird-brained. And there's silvers, by the way, in Kaesden's side over in Hammer Pegs. And our tracker, Lady Laura Linda, doing a fantastic job and confirming that we saw 2 red rupees. So that's why Thieves Town was feeling forgettable.
Looks like, hopefully this is a shovel check on Kaesden's side. Not very many other good times to do it. And yep, he's queuing that shovel up.
And Alex... yep, Alex still there. Okay, there we go.
I'm wondering if that was a controller disconnect.
Yeah, I think so.
Which looks like he's playing on SNES 9X, and I've definitely seen controller disconnect crash that program before, so good thing that didn't happen.
Yeah. Good news, we still have a race. All right, and there's the red meringue over on Kaesden's side, so didn't really pay out, but you'd rather check it than have it lingering. So yeah, let's see, Sliver. We're looking for Fire Rod. We're looking for Samaria.
It's like,
and then big keys.
Yeah. It's just a desert pig. I believe we have, or at least we know where every other one is.
Right. And something else is there is a huge disparity between Alex and Kaesden in which big keys each of them has, and that is what's informing Alex's route here. Just doesn't have a whole lot of big keys to be able to do things.
I think a good number of those big keys, I think 2 or 3 of them at least, were in Turtle Rock, which Alex has not touched yet.
Right.
And Kaesden did as much as he could without Samaria.
Very nice bomb diver down. Oh, and have a nice heart refill while you're at it.
Well, happy 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour mark where I like to shout out our restreamer Star. Thank you for this. Thank you for this restream, and thank you for commentating with me, Finch. And give our runners a follow here, Kaesden. And I don't really know how to pronounce your name, Alex. Sorry, but alexjas2. His Twitch handle, and also our amazing tracker who's doing a fantastic job, Lady Lara Linda.
ALexjas2. Thank you for the heads up on pronunciation. All right, we are getting Argus here on Alex. I was realizing why Alex was skipping out on very nice quick Argus kill there. I was wondering why Alex was skipping out on one of the chests, and then realized, right, we know where the last item is. We've already we had not seen either the map or the compass, so.
Yeah, very nice Ice Rod Argus. Ice Rod is very slow to fire, so it's definitely throws off my timing, but didn't seem to affect Alex at all.
And yeah, could have left the pendant behind.
I believe he did try to mirror out, but it didn't work. Didn't really get the select menu up in time for a save and quit to save time, so just decided to grab the pendant and take the time.
And both racers do know that Ped is dead. Both of them had checked, so they've got even knowledge there.
Yeah, I believe both of their first checks in Light World are to go read the pedestal.
Yeah, good point. Alex still has not gone to Castle Tower yet.
Right, and since big keys are what's locking him out, I'm wondering how much longer he can stay away from it.
Now this will be for the silvers, so it's not going to be bad. But yeah, that's going to be kind of just cleaning up overworld checks here. Is really that's just what's going on. But yeah, Kaesden is going to be able to clear out Pod in one go. So that'll be a significant time savings here.
Wondering if since Alex went to the sequence, broke the mountain early, that makes him not want to climb again, and that's why staying away from Mega Tower.
Oh yeah, you've got a point.
Oh,
uh-oh.
Did we lose the chest? Nope, we got it.
Still got it. Still good. It is always really interesting to see when the hookshot breaks early, because apparently it's what the guard is actually shooting little projectiles, invisible projectiles, to represent vision. So
yeah.
That's what.
Yep.
Makes things really interesting in Aga Tower when it's close to the final room and it's the guard on the bridge. Alex kept Magic Bat. Magic Bat was...
It was the key to Thieves Town, as our tracker has helpfully pointed out in the chat.
Ah, that's right. Thank you. Meanwhile, Alex will be going into Mire. Now, the only thing that's keeping us from completing Mire is Canis Samaria, which could be in here. It absolutely could be in here. Alright, and Kaesden taking down King Helmasaur. All it takes is one silver arrow there.
some discussion in chat about this Meyer play. And yeah, I mean, if you find the cane in here, then that's probably your best case scenario. Really don't want to be looking at a fire rodless ice palace. And there we go. We found the cane.
So Meyer was the right play.
So Alex still needs to clear Agate Tower to get that TR big, and then I guess Kaesden needs to find a way into Meyer. So this is looking like he's going into Swamp, which we know is empty.
Yep. And for Alex, and there's item 2, so there we go. I was just about to say, Alex is still on the hunt for a bunch of small keys, so does get kind of smushed there in between the anti-fairy and the giant spike. Yeah, we are just on the hunt for Fire Rod, and Desert Big Key.
Yeah, unfortunately, that Desert Big can be just about anywhere because it's the last item in the logic sphere. So
now another question is because Kaesden got the big key to Thieves Town, and Thieves Town we already saw 2 items. There's another 3 items plus another one with the green pendant turn in. So
yeah, well, Alex did do the Smith chain. Did he maybe just forget that he had powder when he was doing that?
Yeah, he did do hammer pegs. So this Vitreous fight will very much be blink and you'll miss it.
So the question right now is when does Kaesden pull the trigger and go to Meyer? But I can see his map tracker here. There are not a whole lot of green squares left on that tracker.
Right, like ice is clear. Like ice is completable. Thieves Town is completable. And let's see where Alex goes from here. Alex does have some catching up to do with big keys. And this is up the mountain. This is going to be Aga. This is going to be good for Alex.
Maybe Aga, he might decide to do TR first. Because he has not been to Turtle Rock at all.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Okay, nope, you're right, TR.
Yeah, because you can just make your way back over here afterwards and then do your Agate Tower climb. And that is a handful of items there in TR, so. Well, not a full handful since there's gonna be some on the Fire Rod block side.
Right. And meanwhile, with the hook shot...
Oh, he has not done Hera yet.
Or hasn't completed it yet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is just mirror to Agate Tower afterwards.
You know, it's funny. That's the first time I've seen that set up for Herapot, and it still worked. How many Herapot setups are there?
I have learned 4 personally. I've currently switched to one that Breadcoon came up with, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. Yeah,
Okay.
and even within those 8 setups, there are several pixels that work as well. So it's
Right.
there are a lot of ways to get into that pot.
There are. Although that is that's been one of the most fascinating things about Link to the Past Randomizer, and this well-coded game that still has so much content in a Super Nintendo game. Like, this game came out 32 years ago.
Came out in 90 and I believe late September of 91. Came out right around the time I was born, actually.
So this game is 32 years old. And the fact that we still get so much enjoyment out of it is a testament to it.
The fact that you can make a randomizer and have it shuffle and jiggle so much stuff that it does and still run stable is just mind-boggling to me.
Right. And all the and yeah, as Alex is clearing out Aga Tower, Kaesden is clearing out left side swamp. Like, the life that's been brought into Link to the Past Randomizer, and the fact that it still has life today, like and all the things inspired from this, all the idea of MSU packs, the idea of all the sprites and the creativity from those. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, 91. This particular version of the game came out in 1991, and then North America was 1992. And Kaesden is going into Thieves Town here. So, pretty much, if Kaesden finds Desert Palace Big, that's going to be good. That is or Fire Rod. One of those, if one of those is back here, that's going to be good for Kaesden. If not, Alex is kind of back in this race.
Yeah, I think Kaesden really wants to find the Fire Rod in this dungeon. Rather than finding Desert Big Key.
Very nice God Pixel there. And just to remind everyone of the implications of this race, because this is a game between these two runners. Alex did win the first match by about 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes, really, in an open hard mode seed. So if Alex wins, Alex is the Challenge Cup champion. And if Kaesden wins, we have a Game 3 already set up for tomorrow.
I believe that is going to be noon Eastern. Oh.
It will be 1:10 p.m. Eastern.
1:10 Eastern.
Let's do that. Kaesden does need to win today. And we still haven't found too much. Now, granted, we've only had one additional check here in Thieves Town, so we'll see what else is here. Well, Aghanim just being absolutely tedious, which it feels bad when there are so many blue balls and you're in a race. You know you're probably having to do this. And there we go.
Yeah, Thieves Town is green pendant, so probably gonna get that in get that turn-in done right away, but it's not looking great for Thieves Town here.
Also, I do appreciate Lion's bread joke. So yeah, there are 2 checks here. Let's see what's on blind. We've got wrong red thing.
$20.
Meanwhile, there's the TR big key for Alex. And that is going to feel bad because Alex was just up the mountain pretty recently.
I think only having just single DPR is going to take the sting out of that a little bit. Presumably if he finds the fire rod beforehand.
Yeah. And I could see this, actually, I could see Alex going ahead and yeah, this looks like this is going to be checking, getting the Thieves Town big key, and then the time that Kaesden invested, that's going to go right back to Kaesden.
I was going to wonder if that does send Alex into Thieves Town.
But let's see, and that was...
And just some money from Grandpa.
Yeah. So now it's got to be Ice. Now it's got to be Ice Palace.
Kaesden now remembering that this is inverted, and that you have to be in the Dark World to use the flute.
Kaesden is hard avoiding Meyer, so will not have... Now, this could still work out a bit for Kaesden, again, but it has to be Fire Rod, Desert Palace, Big Key. That would also be good here. It would actually still be good here. But if it's not here, I don't know where else there is actually available.
Yeah, I think this is Chat's last location, because I think we've seen everything else between the 2 runners.
Well, although I guess we have a couple... No, we have a couple checks in the front of TR. Because Alex did avoid it.
Because when Kaesden was there, he did not have the cane.
Kaesden a little bit off on that. And there's the Fire Rod.
There's our meme Fire Rod.
Oh. Kaesden grabbing that and saying, okay, let's see where else we got. Oh boy. And yeah, absolutely.
And we're just gonna do some pest control here on Kaesden's side.
Okay, go ahead and get that little bit of magic refill. The moth fight is not dangerous at this point, but it is a heck of a lot quicker to get there from here, and that's why we saw Kaesden mirror or set up a mirror here.
Yeah, instead of all those slow screen transitions in the dungeon, you get those nice big overworld screens. And Kaesden, you don't have a key, bud.
Do need one of those.
Kaesden, please indeed.
Up, and we got to come back into here. So we are short one small key.
Well, luckily there's one not too far away here. We're ready to go.
All right. So anyway, as we were saying, and Kaesden goes into Skullwoods for the first time. Very nice on the fire snake there to avoiding the fire snake well enough. That is blind down on Alex's side, and unfortunately, we know that's not going to be anything. But Kaesden is going to go ahead and take down Mothula here. That was quick. All right, and that is crystal number 4 for Kaesden. So it does, he does tie that back up.
And back into Ice Palace for Kaesden.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great to double dip a pendant dungeon, but the good news is you only went 1 chest in. Oh, but this is going to be Alex going into... Yep. So that will put Alex in item go mode. Now, one thing that could be a little bit worrisome, Alex knows he can get into... Yeah, Alex has not gone into Turtle Rock yet. He knows he can, right? Actually, another question here for Alex. After getting the fire rod, does Alex continue?
I personally would say no. You just bail because you have a fully completable TR now. And you have an item on the Skullwoods boss as well, which we know is nothing, but of course Alex doesn't.
All right, very nice Ice Palace bomb dump there. All right, so yeah, we are down to 1 question. Where is the Desert Palace big key? If it's still here in Ice Palace, then Kaesden's sort of back in it. Kaesden, though, the big item missing is that Cane of Samaria. Kaesden,
yeah, and it's hard to say that I really blame Kaesden for staying out of Misery Mire without Samaria, especially in a big key shuffle mode where like you might just be able to completely go mode the dungeon, and that just saves a whole bunch of time. Oh, Alex also bonking the door here.
Well,
no small key.
We'll save a little bit of time there, though. And we'll save a little bit of time, and there's all right, there's item number 2. And to answer your question, chat, yes, Kane is in Misery Mire. Up.
There's our desert big. Kaesden's back in it.
Yep. That well, that changes things around.
Yeah. So Ice Palace is still required, man.
So of the pendant dungeons, like, because yeah, Thieves Town was a bust. Swamp was a bust, and it's Ice Palace that has the 2 required items. They're the Alex is 1 item from go mode. Alex is just looking for the big key for desert. That is, though, to be fair, that is crystal number 5.
Yeah, I have a sinking feeling that Alex is going to be obligated to full clear TR looking for that big key, though. And it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Yep. All right. Meanwhile, Kaesden picking up 300 rupees and oops, all dungeons. But the big key for desert, that's gonna be huge. And it is also gonna put Kaesden in the vicinity of Meyer. It does honestly help that Canis Samaria is required for TR, it's required for Meyer, so this is kind of a last location.
Yeah, Kaesden's pretty much checked everything else at this point. Like, you just have to dive Meyer after finding nothing here and nothing else here in Desert. I think the only actual thing that Kaesden has left now is Spike Cave, according to his tracker.
And you got to do Meyer. You think you do Meyer before Spike Cave, especially since you are right here. This is going to be Alex taking down Trinex, but this will be clearing and then coming right back in to clear out to clear out more items, because Alex is still looking for that big key that we now know is in Ice Palace.
Yeah, really good play on Alex's part. Like, you have to beat the boss anyway, so might as well just do it, get the item. If it's the item you need, you don't have to do anything else, but in this case, we'll have to clear out the rest of the dungeon.
All right, and Trinex down. And that is crystal number 6. So let's see. Alex will probably go ahead and do the rest of TR, but we'll go ahead and see. Meanwhile, Kaesden does opt to finish off Desert. Does get 10 arrows, but that is also crystal number 5.
Addressing a comment in chat, GT Big Key is always in GT in Brosia. So we will get to do the GT Big Key guessing game.
Actually, and Alex kind of proving another advantage of clearing Trinex first. Clearing Trinex automatically opens the front. So don't need that Ether Medallion. But this is Kaesden in the correct dungeon. Kaesden will be in go mode momentarily. These have been fantastic. This has been a fantastic finale pairing between the two, between Alex and Kaesden. Small key. And hey, there is the big key of Hera all along. And 1 hour, 32 minutes, 24 seconds. Kaesden is in go mode.
So yeah, Kaesden just needs finish out this dungeon, take another trip up the mountain, and then enter GT. While Alex looks like he is going to make his trip back into Ice Palace, which is, as we know, is the correct play. I believe the big key to Desert was on the chest after, or no, it was on the spike chest.
Correct.
So with an ice break, he's going to get it fairly quickly.
Right, and then Desert isn't too... Desert's fairly okay. And keeping in mind, because GT is not on the mountain, Kaesden will have to we'll have to do Turtle Rock and then come back down the mountain. So that will be a little bit of time. This has been a really entertaining race between these two. And yeah, because they both completed Aghanim, they can both save and quit to gain it to GT. And 1 hour, 34 minutes, 21 seconds. ALXJAS is in go mode. Kaesden absolutely dashing through. The good news, just with all the locations of everything, it's going to be really quick for Kaesden to get to Trinex. That's the good news. This is probably the slowest part of Desert Palace right here, just trying to go ahead and go through the entire palace.
And just as a reminder to anyone who didn't catch it earlier, this is Game 2 of a best-of-3 series. Alex won Game 1 about 2 weeks ago. If he pulls out a win here, he's your 2023 Challenge Cup champion.
Oh, actually, one other difference between the racers. Alex did find, looks like Gold Sword as well. I guess that was in, TR.
Yes, that was, I believe, the Compass Chest of Turtle Rock, which Kaesden will not be checking.
So it's not a huge advantage, but it's not insignificant. Very nice. Trinex Part 1.
Yeah, differences between Butter and Tempered. There's a couple bosses that it matters on. The real helpful thing that it's going to do is just give you fewer slashes on Ganon for the Ganon fight. But like I said, Kaesden is an NMG runner, so he's used to doing the fight with Tempered.
Yeah. All right, and that is crystal number 7 for Kaesden. That is crystal number 7 for ALXJAS. Oh my goodness. Whoever enters GT first.
All right. And looks like Kaesden is going to make it into GT first. Get your guesses in chat for the GT big key. I'm feeling a 4. How about you, Finch?
I'm gonna feel 16 today. So, not Tile Room. But we are in Ganon's Tower. We will be going along with Kaesden's side. by virtue of being the first into GT by seconds. And we got a little bit of divergence here. And Alex is going to be slightly ahead on the left route.
This is looking like the Stalfos and Mirror Out strategy, commonly known as Dark Magician, but I don't really think we should be naming things after people who last ran a race years ago.
That is number 7, by the way, on Kaesden's side. Yeah, it's going to come down to GT routing.
And we'll see. This is about as different a route as you can get between the two of these, so.
It really is. And 9!
Alright, Kaesden gonna be first going upstairs, and Alex hot on his heels.
Yep. Congratulations to Tyler Salt and to Too Many Possums for guessing 9. Jason's gonna have like about a minute advantage here, but it was fairly early. It wasn't Ice Armos, it wasn't Bob's Chest, so Alex isn't going to be too far behind. It will come down to execution, but Kaesden does have the advantage.
Speaking of execution, we've seen very, very good execution on both sides here in this race. It's hard to keep that up for an hour and 40 minutes with no huge mistakes. Kaesden making his way into Landmo 2, which is a fairly short fight with Silvers, but they do tend to dodge a lot. Yeah. And a very good fight.
Very well done. Satisfying Wizrobes, number 1 down. Yeah, this has been an excellent gauntlet so far. And number 2 down. Oh. Little worried about four hearts.
Oh, okay. Just needs to make it through this room, and then the next couple of rooms aren't that dangerous unless he takes a laser to the face.
Alright, all done. Oh, this is so close.
Yeah, as a reminder, chat, first game was open hard, so it's got less of a chance to come up in game 3 if that ends up being necessary. Kaesden bouncing off that worm.
Moldorm especially in this room, just does not feel good. Alex has to be careful, down to 1 heart. I think Alex still has a fairy, though. From the very beginning, like from Pyramid.
And also had a potion in his pocket, so just popping that quick. Game 3 will be tomorrow at 1:10 p.m. Eastern here on ZSR. I'm not 100% sure which channel it's going to be on, but it'll be on one of them.
Very nice double there. Very nice triple.
And our restreamer confirming that Game 3, if necessary, will be on this channel that you are on right now.
All right, but yeah, got some GT routing, and that's right now the difference between the two. Kaesden drops into the Ganon fight.
And even though Kaesden knows this fight forward and backward, yeah, we see a little bit of the anything can happen here. He missed the 1 cycle for the first phase.
Yeah, and this is just going to be slashing. I don't think that's enough. I think we're going to see another.
No, that was enough.
All right. Meanwhile. All right, and that is Aghanim 2 down on Alex's side. All right, but phase 4 for Kaesden.
Ooh. Does he get greedy here? No. Okay. And, he's been a little short on magic.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a disaster. Kaesden's out of magic.
Oh no! And Alex is in the Ganon fight. Phase 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. You hate to see it.
Right, and Alex is in phase 3.
And really just goes to show you it's not over until someone hits that dot done. Alex has a blown up Ganon and sword up. Wait for that fanfare to cross the bridge. Get your GGs in chat for Alex.
And your 2023 Challenge Cup champion, alexjas2. GG. Oh my goodness, what a finish!
And we will see if we can get some interviews here as we are joined by our Challenge Cup champion, alexjas2. GG.
Thank you. I have no words for that finish. That's crazy.
That was wild. That was... You two were about 1 second apart from going into Ganon's tower.
Okay.
Like, that's how close it was. Your go mode, I think, was the Desert Palace Big Key. Kaesden's was Canis Samaria.
Oh, yeah, that Canis Samaria, yeah. I felt bad all the race along. I mean, I think I can say that I didn't deserve that win. I'll take it for sure, but I don't think I deserve that win for sure because I fell behind all race. So, but yeah,
Yeah, it was hard to tell who was ahead at any given point, just because you guys were just off doing different stuff at different times. So it was really close the whole way, though.
that's good to know. At least we had a good race for sure. If it was close, that's good to know. Yeah. I mean, that pearl in Skullwood made me feel bad at the start of the seed. I decided just to. I love skipping Skullwoods and inverted, but this time was not the best idea I had. I was hoping like it was the fire source in the lamp in Skullwoods, but when I found it in the mountain, I was like, okay, well, there's got to be something in Skullwood, right? So, yeah, didn't pay off that time.
Yeah. And then Pod didn't feel great either. I would imagine because I think it was a couple trips in.
It felt awful. First time with no bow. I thought about mimic clipping, but I was like, well, the progress is not here no matter what. So, and after the second time, just finding that big key right after pod felt more awful, right? So, yeah.
Right, that was a dig spot, I think.
You're
Yeah, and I
totally
think
right. Yeah, I totally remember it. So, yes.
I believe it was like the very next check after your second trip into pod was your pod big key as well. So
No, exactly. I was going to roll to the castle, but they want to do the shovel first, and of course, it was a big key for pod. So, felt bad though.
yeah, so it's done. Challenge Cup is over. What's on your plans next?
I guess I don't. I was not expecting to go that far. To be honest, to win it, it's amazing, of course. A couple of attorneys that's coming, but yeah, still seeing plenty of rando to play. So I still love the game after like 3 or 4 years. So that's pretty nice. Uh, I love the feeling playing rando when you don't even know if you're behind or ahead all the time, and like finding that some area felt good, but I made so many mistakes at the beginning of the sea that I didn't even know if I was ahead, behind. That was tough to know.
Any final thoughts, Finch?
What a challenge cup. And again, GG's to Kaesden as well. And congratulations, Alex, on winning the challenge cup. And very, very entertaining races for both of the races that y'all put on. And thank you again, Lady Laura Linda, for tracking, pressing the buttons, keep putting us on us, reminding us where, right, we already checked those 2 items. And Sliver, thank you so much for co-comming.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot for you to take your time and everything. Always fun to have a restream. So I'm gonna take a look at this race for sure, and just to know where I could have done better. I probably know where, but it's always fun to have a restream like that.
All right, Sar, take us out.
Yep. So, GG Alex, GG's to alexjas2 and to Kaesden as well. Great race here. Great set of finals as well. Congrats on the championship, Alex.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, Delia. Let's see. So please do give both our runners a follow once again here, alexjas and Kaesden, our 2 commentators, Finch and Sliver, and to our tracker, Lady Laura Linda. Thank you all so much. This is the end of the tournament, so please do big thanks to all of the runners who participated in the Challenge Cup this year, to the organizers, to the runners, to everyone who helped to volunteer as a race streamer, commentator, and tracker here, and to everyone in chat for watching. This has been quite a tournament, and really looking forward to the next one next year. At the moment, though, this is going to be the end of this tournament here on ZSR. We've got more tournaments coming up. We've got actually a few different tournaments still going on ZSR right now, including multiple ALttPR ones. We have the because we've got the Link the Past Randomizer Cross Keys tournament and All Dungeons Key Sanity tournaments going on. Cross Keys is currently in Swiss. AD Key Sanity is presently in the early rounds of brackets. We also have the Link to the Past No Major Glitches League Season 4 going on CSR as well. And for other tournaments, we've also got the the Majora's Mask Randomizer and Twilight Princess Randomizer tournaments will be starting their next season's tournament qualifiers next weekend. So there's a lot of action to be had on CSR. I know, Alex, you are still in the ALttPR Francophone tourney as well. Bonne chance. Good luck on that. Think of reserves. And sure, we'll see Kaesden around in other tournaments as well. But in the meantime, let's see. Coming up ahead on the ZSR specifically for the schedule specifically for this weekend, we'll have tomorrow. We'll have a number of our weekly races. We've also got a couple of the ALttP Vanilla NMG League matches coming up. We've got at 3 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the Tower of Hera Division Round 2 between Matt and Error. We'll also have Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, Sleepy versus Structural Mike and Foxic versus Gem. We've got the Skyward HD 80% anniversary race on Sunday as well, and a match for the ALttPR AD Key Sandy match tournament on Sunday between Shimara and Vortex of Doom. That'll be a Game 3 at 3 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, though, I think that is going to be it for us. GG's. Thank you to everyone, and we will see you next time.